Let's talk about some ideas for keeping your customer really engaged in the conversation, helping your customer really be interested in wanting to know what it is you can offer to him. Think for a moment, who does your customer care about more, himself or you? Of course he cares about himself more, and that means he cares about his story more than he cares about your story. So it makes sense to focus the conversation on what the customer cares about, his story, much more than you focus it on your story. Here's a tip to help make that happen. It's called the 95% rule. And what the 95% rule says is that when you're in a conversation with a customer, make sure that 95% of the subject matter of that conversation is focused on your customer's story, not on your story. Make sure you're talking about your customer, what he's interested in, what's going on in his life, what's going on in his business. You might be thinking, well then how do I communicate what my products and services are, what the benefits of working with me are? Ironically, it's actually easier to do that when you're obeying the 95% rule. Because when your customer reveals something that's very important to him as you're having this conversation about him, you can take that one piece of your story, that one product or service offering that you have, and attach it to that specific need the customer has. It's going to be a lot easier for the customer to see how you provide a value when you're able to relate it specifically to some part of his story. The 95% rule. When you focus 95% of the subject matter of a conversation on your customer story, you'll find it's much easier and much more effective to ditch the pitch.